it's really important to multiply by 10 and always find a way to do that. So one technique I think about is to find the 10 and in multiplication. So you might not be given a 10 or a multiple of 10, but we can still get to it. And here's what we can do. So let's look at a problem for a moment. So let's say we had an equation like 18 times 10. Well, again, a really important pattern with tens, you multiply by 10, it's almost like adding a 0 to a whole number. So 18 becomes 180, or 180. That's really great. But what if we had 18 times 9? What is that? Well, let's use this idea to solve this. So instead of thinking of 18 times 9, I'm going to first solve 18 times 10, and then I'm going to subtract the extra 18. So in this case, we had 18 times 10, that's 180. But that's too big. We want an 18 times 9. So it is 180 minus 18. And that is 162, which is our answer. Now let's just go back and look at what I just did. So if you get a problem like 18 times 9, and you like to multiply by 10, think of one of the numbers and how it's related to 10. So in this case, 9 is 1 less than 10. So I could just multiply 18 by 10, which we did right here, and then take away an extra 18. Because when we multiply 18 by 10, it's just one more 18 than we really want. And this is true for 18 times 8. We could do the same thing, except think of it as 18 times 10 minus 18 times 2, or 180 minus 36, which is 144. And it works for numbers bigger than 10, so if we had 18 times 11, you can think of it in a similar way, except now this 11 is just one higher than the 10. So you can think of it as 18 times 10 plus 18 times 1, and we'd add them, so it would be 180 plus 18, so 198. So when you're given a problem, even a nasty problem like 48 times 9, we can think of this in terms of tens. So in this case, I'll think of it as 48 times 10, which is bigger than what I want because I'm only doing 48 times 9, and then subtract the extra 48. So there's that 10 minus 1, that's the 9, and the 48 to be multiplied by both parts. So 48 times 10 is just 480, or 480, minus 48. Not a very friendly subtraction problem, but we could write this out and deal with it. So it would be 480 minus 48, borrow one group of tens, so 10 minus 8 is 2, 70 minus 40 is 30, 400 minus nothing is still 400. So it's 432. And I would actually probably solve this if I was thinking about it. I would take the 40 away first in my head, because I'm taking 48 away, and then take away the extra 8. So 480 minus 40 is just 440, minus 8 is 432. So what's going on here, and why does this work? Well, something called the distributive property is kind of the behind-the-scenes property here, and it really helps us. It tells us that if you break a number apart, like the number 9, we broke it into 10 minus 1, and you multiply those two parts by your other number, you'd be okay. So in this case, it was 48 times 9. So we took 9, and we broke it apart. So it's 48 times 10 minus 1. And usually, actually, what you'll see here is just a 48 times 10 minus 1. And that means 48 times 10 minus 1. Basically what this says is if you take 48 and multiply it by 10, and then, well, we're subtracting here because 10 minus 1 is 9, 48 times 1, and we subtract the 2, so it's 480 minus 48. We still get the same thing as if we're just doing 9 times 48.